In our previous knife throwing videos, we've demonstrated various non-spin throws. This type of technique is very effective for beginners, but the problem is generating enough power to hit from longer distances. Rotational throwing, on the other hand, utilizes centripetal force to add power to the impact. This makes it easier to stick the knife from a longer distance as long as you've got the distance correct. For the half rotation throw, you'll want to hold the knife by the back of the blade. Make sure the edge is pointing away from your hand. When the knife is released, it should make one half rotation to where the point is going towards the target and stick in. For a full rotation, you'll hold the knife by the handle. This time when the knife is released, it should make one full rotation till the point goes to the target and then stick in. To use either of these techniques, you need to know the right distance to throw from. For the half rotation, you'll need to start fairly close to the target, maybe 2 or 3 paces. Throw the blade and watch how it hits. Be careful of bounce back. Depending on how the knife hit the target, you'll have to adjust your distance a little closer or a little further away. In this example, you'll notice the hilt of the knife hits first. He's a little bit too close. He'll take a little step back. Now it hit by the edge. Still a little bit too close.
That's almost it.
Takes one more step back, and now it hit right with the point. That's the right distance. If you feel like this is the right distance, make a mark, and then count how many paces to the target when you go back to grab the knife. Now take those same number of steps back to your mark and throw it again.
Too far away.
If you can consistently stick the knife from here, you've just found your half rotation distance. You can now use this measurement to measure out your long distance throw for a full rotation. Double your paces from the target and try throwing by the handle now. It may not be exact, but it's going to get you close.
Edge, back up just a little. Almost the tip, back up a little more. There is the tip.
Once you're comfortable with the single spin, can you now go another increment of your paces, hold it by the blade, and then get 1.5 spins? Can you then add another increment of paces, hold it by the handle, and do a double rotation? If you play around in all these different ranges, your eyes will learn how to measure the distance and know the right time to throw. For us, the learning curve on this style of throwing was a lot shorter because this is the style of throwing we've been doing since we were young. We obviously watched too many Rambo movies. Here's a couple of tips that we learned from going back and watching our technique. Make sure to push your hand forward and snap your wrist when you release the knife. Don't drop your elbow or change the path of your hand. That will make the knife fly funny. Your distance from the target should be the same regardless of the length of the weapon, with a few small adjustments. After hours of practice, your throwing distance will start to become more instinctual. From longer distances, you'll need to generate more power to get the knife to the target. You can add your body weight to the power by taking a step to your throwing line. Once you're familiar with a wide variety of throwing techniques, it's time to start playing around with some tricks. The key with tricking is that the technique doesn't have to be perfect, but you're trying to make it more instinctive. As with any skill, you're going to have to try it numerous times before you can pull the trick off. Trick throwing can also be a fun way to break up monotony. When you're training a new technique and you're just not getting it, frustration can sit in and your technique gets worse. Remember that knife throwing is supposed to be fun, so when you start feeling that frustration, take a break, do some tricks, and then come back to it. Try throwing from a reverse grip. Grab a bunch of different weapons and try a different throw with each one. Try walking away from the target, towards the target, or running by the target. If you're walking towards the target, be mindful of bounce back. Slightly more challenging would be to throw one weapon and then draw and strike with an alternate weapon. No matter what trick you try, please be safe and have fun. As with any skill, it takes practice and proper training to get good at it. So make sure you look for a good school in your area. If you're in Southern Oregon, contact us for our locations and times. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, like it and make sure to share that with a friend. Click the subscribe button and then hit that notification bell so you can catch our next exciting video.